All right, Adam, I'm still coming down from that high we had going to that University of Texas game. The Longhorns versus the Crimson Tide. That was a fun day. That was my first organized football game I've ever been to.
Oh, wow.
I know.
To start with. You should stop now.
I that's what they were saying. That's what they were telling me. And I think, hockey fans I thought were the best sports fan in the world until I went there. I think it is college football, right?
The band, the cheerleaders, the chants, the
tailgates, just the whole atmosphere is incredible. Well, there's a huge college football game over the weekend, University of Tennessee versus Alabama.
Yeah.
And wow, that game looked incredible. Over 102,000 people in attendance. And it was...
Where was Tennessee ranked? Because Alabama's number 1.
Yeah, well, now they're ranked 3.
I'm not interested in that.
I know.
Where were they ranked?
I don't know.
19?
All right. This is information we should have on the way in because it'll explain the story. Or it might make it more dramatic. If they're number 2, it doesn't matter. But if they're number 19.
Yeah. Well, we could... I don't know that, but
it's funny. If they're number 2, it's an epic battle. If they're number 25, it's, quite the upset. If they're like 8 or 9 or 12, it's...
Well, that's not the story now.
That's not the story.
The story is, so game's tied 49-49, 2 seconds left in the fourth quarter. University of Tennessee makes the field goal, and they win the game. First time in 15 years that they've beat Alabama. And you could play it, and this is one of those games where the crowd's going to rush the field. So if you look at the refs, they call the game good, and then they just get out because they know it's going to get crazy. All those people are going to now be on the field.
Yeah.
And
look, it's just a sea of orange.
It's a sea of orange. Yeah, and what they did, so they of course they storm the field and they take the goalposts and they rip them out of the field.
Yeah.
Which is funny thing 1.
Yeah. So that's the story here, Adam. But
wait, where are they taking it?
Yeah, so they march these goalposts out of the stadium. And they're all going nuts. And I mean, I don't know what you do in a situation like that. You just have to let it happen when there's this many people.
Hold on, I'm seeing they're ranked 3rd, but
no, they're ranked 3rd now.
Yeah, understood. This is why I shouldn't talk.
Yeah,
but okay,
I agree.
All right, but it's good to have this info going in too.
Yeah. Okay, so they're marching it out. These college kids are going nuts. The fans are going nuts, and they're walking these goalposts to the nearby river, and they are going to throw them into the river because what else would you do, right?
Yeah, that's what you do with the goalposts. Yeah, where to the evidence?
Yeah, it's like moths to a flame. They're just like, this is natural.
Has a little bit of a Passion of the Christ vibe.
Yeah,
it does. Yeah, this is instinctual as humans.
The thing that's crazy about going and racing a car over the weekend, and this is why you do it. I was driving home and I called Sonny. He's like, "Oh, did you see that whole Tennessee, Alabama?" And I was like, "Nope, never even heard of it."
Who are they?
No
Where
one brought
that?
it up. Wasn't discussed. These guys are all wrenching on their cars. The rest of the world doesn't exist. Whatever happened that weekend happened. You will have no knowledge.
Yeah,
no knowledge of it.
Tennessee was number 8 before the game.
Really? All right.
Yeah.
Because I heard that it's sort of not that uncommon to maybe topple the goalpost, but to take it from the stadium
That's pretty rare.
throw it in the
what else
river
can we
is
do?
insane.
Well, when they replace it, they need to raise it a little higher on the updates. As long as we got it down, this is one of those times where you have to go, like when the guy gives you the brake inspection, he goes, well, as long as we're changing the pads, we should turn the rotors too, as long as we got it apart.
Yeah.
This is as long as you're getting new goalposts, get the extra tall.
Well, they do need to replace them anyway.
Yeah.
And so what the University of Tennessee has done is they started a GoFundMe. Because, look, first they were already fined $100,000 for having all those people storm the field. So
Who fined them?
The Southeastern Conference hit the university with a fine for violating their, quote, access to competition area policy. And this is their second fine. The next one will be $250. So it's already going up. And so the University of Tennessee, they tweeted out like, hey, y'all remember how we tore the goalposts down, hauled him out of Nayland, and dumped him in the Tennessee River? Yeah, that was awesome. Anyhow, turns out that in order to play next week's game, we need goalposts on our field. Could y'all help us out? And they have a GoFundMe account. They're asking for $150. They're almost at about $100 right now.
This is very sad.
Yeah, that's what everyone's saying. It's like you pay your coaches $5 million a
Thank
year.
you. Didn't we just talk about
the
how
football program generates
That's
millions and
Yeah,
millions?
exactly
you have a
right.
$1.34 billion endowment.
Yep.
And $150 million in annual athletic revenue.
And weren't the goalposts themselves like $1,000? They're like around $1,000.
Yeah. So they're asking for 150. That does seem wildly overpriced for the goalpost.
Seems gauche.
Yeah.
I think it's more the installing than the actual goalpost
The labor.
product.
That's
It's
labor.
labor.
I'll
Yeah.
get you a goal host.
Yeah, it's cheap, but
Those aren't back-ordered.
Rolling it on is expensive.
Also, the question I always have when someone gets fined, who gets the money? Where's the money go that you pony
They
up?
always have some mysterious fund
Yeah, I
where
always
it
wonder that
goes, and
too.
then that's going to help everybody, but no one ever talks about who got shit from the fine.
Yeah.
But also, if they're going $250 for the next fine, they're going to have to treat it like a NASCAR stadium. Where they're
hockey.
going to have to put fencing
Yeah.
up because people are not going to abide.
Yeah.
Why don't they play the next game with no goalpost just to see how it goes? Like you have to go
Balls.
for two. You have fourth and whatever, fourth and
Go for
forever
it.
on the 28-yard line. You're going for it, and everything's go for two.
Yeah, just how like some baseball stadiums have shorter home run
Sure.
distances. Yeah, some fields
Ground
just
rules.
don't have goalposts.
I'd watch one of those goalpostless games.
Me
Sure.
too.
Yeah.
Now I think about it.
What do the analytics say? Go for it.
Oh, yeah, special teams are just to be sitting down the entire game. All right. Well, speaking of football, also Pittsburgh versus Buccaneers. They upset the Buccaneers 20-18. But head coach Todd Bowles, or Bowles, yeah, he shut down reporters on Thursday during the presser when he was asked a question about Mike Tomlin. I saw Adam tweet about this too, but let's watch the video.
You and Mike Tomlin are two of the few black head coaches in the league. I wonder what your relationship is like with them and your thoughts on Steve Wilkes joining that fold.
I have a very good relationship with Tomlin. We don't look at what color we are when we coach against each other. We just know each other. I have a lot of very good white friends that coach in this league as well, and I don't think it's a big deal as far as us being coaching against each other. I think it's normal. Wilkes got an opportunity to do a good job. Hopefully he does it. And we coach ball. We don't look at color.
But you also understand that.
All right, hold on. Sorry. What's perpetuating this whole mess is a bunch of young white chick cunts who won't let it go. They just, he answered the question. You're coaching against
But you have to
another
understand.
black person. Like, first off, the NFL's littered with black people. I mean, and it's time we clean it up.
All right.
You're in the NFL. Everyone is half 70% of each roster is black. There's just a lot of diversity in there now. All right, but you're going against the other black coach. Fine. Question. What about it? It's a dumb question, but what about it? He's like, I have white friends. He's a friend. I have black. We coach. We're just here to play ball. Yeah. But that cunt is not going to give up the ghost because she wants to know, but what about? But what about?
If it's hard not to put yourself in that position. Like, what would I say? Or how would I feel? If I were in that coach's position, I wouldn't be able to help it. I would be really embarrassed. Like, I would feel kind of shamed. Like, wait. Let's watch the two black coaches. Wait, what are we talking about?
Such a novelty.
Yeah,
two black coaches.
I would feel kind of embarrassed that someone asked me that.
It's racist to keep beating the drum of, and then how does he feel? And then how do you feel? It's like, we're just coaches. You're trying to fucking win the game. That's about all.
Yeah, it's the opposite of everything that
your
they're
biggest concern is the guy on the other sideline's black? All right, let's roll it back 10 seconds, and now listen to this bitch. Press it. Who is this dumb bitch? You guys think, well, why am I calling this? 'Cause you won't let this shit go. You just keep perpetuating it.
The follow-up.
But it'll stop eventually.
Coaching against each other, I think it's normal. Wilkes got an opportunity to do a good job. Hopefully he does it. And we coach ball. We don't look at color.
But you also understand that representation matters too, right? And that when young aspiring coaches or even football players,
He's
they
so
see
over
you guys,
this. He rubs his
they see someone
brow.
that looks like them, maybe grew up like them. That has to mean something.
Well, when you say you see you guys and look like them and grow up like them, means that we're oddballs to begin
Thank
with.
you.
And I think the minute you guys
Who's
start
racist in
making
this
a big deal
equation?
about it, everybody else will as well.
By the way, they
that's
do this.
exactly what I was
All
saying.
right, I talked over, but sorry. We're going to run it back again.
Yeah.
But here's my whole point. She's saying this thing where it's like, yeah, but someone who looks like you. That's racist, you bitch. Like, it looks like me. I'm telling you, the best part about being white is Orny Adams is whiter and shit. He's in the next room. I don't give 2 fucks about him.
But Adam, he's black and the other guy's black.
Yeah, but so you guys know. And then they do this one. They go, well, you grow up the same way. You do? Why do you grow up the same way?
Would it be any less
You guys must know each
outrageous
other.
or racist if you're like, you guys have a special language, right? That you talk only
Right.
you two can understand?
And the extra bone that gives you that 4-3 speed. Like, but you grow up the same way. What they're saying is you may not you've grown up in the same neighborhood, but you're both black, and you grew up in the United States, so you became, you experienced
must have a kinship.
all the oppression that you're head coach. I don't know how much of that you experienced. The guy looks like he's 45 and head coach.
We might as well be watching this on Kinescope. This feels very like a 1962 press conference.
She's not going to, but you have to understand. I mean, you have to inspiring people.
But his answer is perfect. What do you mean, you guys, those people?
People that look like you.
Yeah, is he able to rip the mic out of there and drop it? Because that was a great
All right,
answer.
play the second half again. I'll be quiet.
You see you guys and look like them and grow up like them means that we're
Play the
oddballs.
second half. Sorry, I mean I got to hear
When
her.
she tees her
Got to
up.
hear her queuing up.
But you also understand that representation matters too, right? And that when young aspiring coaches or even football players, they see you guys, they see someone that looks like them, maybe grew up like them, that has to mean something.
Well, when you say you see you guys and look like them and grow up like them means that we're oddballs to begin with. And I think the minute you guys stop making a big deal about it, everybody else will as well.
Wow.
Boom.
Between him and Morgan Freeman talking about Black History Month.
Oh God, I found somebody tweeted me that. God, you got to find that Morgan Freeman tweet again. It's so goddamn good. And that
think it
thing's
was more like
25 years old
Yeah.
probably now. But I mean, it's just let it go. Or do something, but shut up while you're doing it. Or you guys. Like Tom Brady can't listen to the coach because he doesn't look like him or he didn't grow up in the Bay
Well,
Area.
they're playing the Steelers. Hey, Tom, you and Kenny Pickett, you're both white guys. Do you think
got a lot
about,
to talk about,
Yeah,
right?
the guy over there. Kids looking up to you, maybe growing up looking like
So
you.
weird and racist.
A black reporter should do that.
Yeah, that'd be good,
Just to
actually.
troll the next presser. All right. Well, for the next story, let's go back to Texas here. And did you guys ever have to grow up in school? Did you have to sell candy bars? Did you ever do those programs?
We had
Remember
to
those?
sell summer sausage
Oh,
Yeah.
and cheese and all. Yeah,
Tessa's selling
charcuterie.
raffle tickets right now.
yeah.
And she's
Yeah.
good. She's enterprising, going in the neighborhood, knocking on doors.
Oh, I
Yeah.
hated it. I fucking hated
I hate
doing
it too, and I'm
this.
proud of her. I'm
Yeah.
like, go.
What kind of prizes are we talking about? What's out these days?
Whoever sells the most gets a trip to Disneyland. I'm sure some
That was
dad's
not-
going to take it to work, his law firm, and fucking make
Yeah.
everyone buy some. So-
Ours
Yeah.
was like, I think, a backpack with the name of the company's name embroidered on it.
We had the East Valley Trojans had that box of candy bar,
Yeah.
that sort of weird
With the
thick
white wrapper.
pyramid. Yeah, white wrapper.
The Turkish taffy?
It had a nut. I think it had an almond in there or something, but
They're not good, right?
kind of knockoff-ish.
Yeah.
it would have been good. It was good for me, but I couldn't sell. I couldn't sell anything.
no,
so,
same.
and the East Valley Trojans had that for a while, and I always fucked it up. Because, like I said, they give you a miniature manila envelope, the weird little dollar envelope,
Yeah.
and the candy bars were $1 a piece, and there were 12, and I would always come back with 3 candy bars and $3, and somebody needed to make up the gap because I would eat them
Yeah.
because I was so starving at my house. I couldn't have that box in my room
Housing
and
you.
That's
speak
cruel.
to me.
That's not
like
fair.
Little Shop of Horrors, like Adam, come here. I'd be laying in my I'd be sweating in my bed, laying on top of the sheet, going, "Oh God, I want something." And I would
Feed me, Adam. Feed me all night long.
I would eat them with some sort of plan, like, I got 2 weeks before we need to turn them back in. I'll wash a couple of cars or something. It would never work. Whatever was in the envelope was not represented in the
Right.
box.
A little chocolate on your mouth coming back to school.
Yeah.
It never worked.
Yeah.
Of course, my family never stepped in and made
you whole.
bridged the gap or made me whole, and that was it. Little League, a Schwinn bike was given away to whoever sold the most, whatever.
Bikes were the hot ticket for me.
I wasn't even in that running. I was like, no way. Yeah, sorry.
Well,
we have the Morgan Freeman
let's watch
clip,
this
which
real
is,
quick.
I don't know, what year is this from? It's 20 years old,
Early
right?
90s, maybe?
Early 90s?
Black History Month you find
ridiculous.
why?
You're going to relegate my history to a month?
Oh, come on.
What do you do with yours? Which month is White History Month? Well, come on, tell me.
Well, I'm Jewish.
Okay, which month is Jewish History Month?
There isn't one.
Oh, why not?
Yeah.
Do you want one?
No.
No, I don't either. I don't want a Black History Month. Black history is American history.
How are we going to get rid of racism?
Stop talking about it.
How are we going to get rid of
I'm going to stop calling you a white man.
Yeah.
And I'm going to ask you to stop calling me a black man.
Yeah.
Well, how are we going to get rid of racism? If you don't have a month?
Right.
That's the scary part. That's the soft bigotry of the low expectations. Of the
Mike
white,
Wallace.
the fucking white news lady and the pressers literally wants to know how these people that grew up the same way, they look the same. Like no one, why people won't listen to you unless they look like you, or they won't be inspired to do what you're doing unless they look like you. And then how are you going to get rid of racism if we don't carve out a month for you people? And then corporate America can put their stupid signs up or their little logos or whatever and not give a fuck. That was 05, I should say. So it's been,
wow.
Well, 17 years.
Yeah.
All right, sorry. Anyway,
so these,
good answer,
these
Morgan.
Great answer. So these two kids are walking up to the Hooters with their candy. They're trying to sell people at the restaurant, and they were turned away. So what happened was these kids go back to the car where like three older guys, or maybe a few more, like come out back to the Hooters, and they start a brawl because they're upset that these kids were turned away. Just play it on background. It's crazy.
Oh, dear.
So they are now just beating on the staff and the patrons in Hooters.
Where are their shirts?
Yeah, they're shirtless. I mean, it's Texas.
No
It's
shirt, no
just
shirt.
right outside of Dallas.
Who's doing
It's
the
hot.
beating?
It's
kids?
It's the kids and the guys in their car, like who brought them there.
Who
so
said,
like, they
"Go
were
sell
like, hey,
this
we were turned
candy."
away, so they turned back and brought a few more guys with them, and they are really upset. So this video went viral. The manager ended up with a broken arm. A waitress got cuts on her face.
It's good lesson for the young kids.
Jesus.
Yeah. Oh,
That's true.
it's
over a fucking
it's
chocolate
over
bar.
a chocolate bar. Yeah, watch this guy now. This is crazy.
God, he's holding one. No!
Yeah,
It's going to break the window
it
with
took
the
like that.
stanchion.
Yeah,
People are way too free and footloose with their fists these days.
a lot of brawls everywhere. You
they're
can't go
quick to
sports game
act.
now. Yeah.
It's weird. It's weird how weirdly aggressive, physical everyone has gotten. But what it is the 8-year-old, this is his conflict resolution now. This is how he resolved. And the young kid goes, what happens if there's a problem? You got to take your shirt off and let the fist fly. That's what that kid has got from this equation.
Which is funny, since in schools it's all about the timeout and everyone breathe. And actually, timeout is considered a violent parenting to some because you're separating them for having for misbehaving.
Yeah, those kids are going to get beat up by
alienating
those
them.
other kids.
Right.
But doesn't, like there's people where you go, just no, or, you're on an airplane and the person's getting, and someone goes, just sit down, just be seated. It's like, fuck you. It's like, who are all these people where they just go, no, we're not doing this? And I mean, we know them in our personal lives too. There's the shit version with the one where I go, I don't really want to go to Daniel's party this week. Come on, dude. He needs you there, and you go, I'm not up to it. And I go, where everyone else is going, how about just no?
Why are you so into this?
What is this thing? Like, just, hey, we want to sell candy bars in your Hooters. Sorry, you can't. All right.
Let's try the next
happened to that?
establishment.
I'm on a Southwest flight and I'm talking too loud and someone tells me to lower my voice. Well, just say okay. Just do it. You know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of people where you're just having to have these lots of discussions about why you need to do this. Or just sometimes you can just go, will do.
No.
Will
hang up.
do.
Yeah, nobody can take a no anymore. Like if I have to tell somebody no, I sugarcoat it around because it's weird to just say no to somebody.
A little experiment to tell all the assholes in your life.
Please.
You can think about that. Just think about, you don't have to say names. Think about family members.
Poor Daniel.
Think about friends, neighbors you had. Picture you saying something like, instead of doing it on Friday night, why don't we do it Saturday morning? And just picture them going, will do. And if you can't picture that person saying that, they're the troublemaker. Or saying something like, that's on me. Next time it's not going to happen. Or, sorry, I screwed the pooch. You have to picture, hypothetically, that person with shit coming out of their mouth that is like, yeah, any way you want to do it. I'm fine. I'm good. Now, we do know people that are that way. There's plenty of those people. However you want to do it, let's do it. But picture the people you're thinking of saying, will do, or saying,
my bad.
That's my bad, and it won't happen again. Just picture those people, and if you can't hear those words coming out of their mouth, then they're the problem.
Yeah.
And we should try to be that person too.
That's inspiring.
Yeah, I mean, I'm jealous of them, the way they're boundaryless.
Yes.
Lawless.
Yes, but it's always a discussion with some people.
And we have to twist ourselves into pretzels just to get them to understand that, like, it's at that point it's not, this is what I want, can you sign off? You have to manipulate them and get them to feel sorry for you. And
right.
It's just a whole
an emotional
thing.
negotiation.
Yes.
All right, let's bring it home because Orny Adams is out there.
All right, check out the Water Cooler Podcast.
All right, let me tell you about Investall, democratizing investing with a completely automated trading app. Access strategies, hedge funds, well, the ones they use. So do it like the big boys. Opt for a robo-trader that selects an expert strategy for you, or pick up 4 stocks or cryptocurrencies and set them on autopilot. Investall uses AI and forecasting to automatically rebalance your portfolio based on the current market conditions. You're using Investall, right, Chris?
Yeah, and you're talking about forecasting. They have this price trend forecaster that checks any stock's current and prior momentum so you know when it's time to invest or sell out of position. It's awesome.
Securely link your mortgage, credit cards, and investment accounts, including digital wallets for NFTs, to get a full picture of your financial health. Am I right, Dawson?
Download Investall on any device, including your smartphone, tablet, laptop, or desktop now. Use promo code ADAM to receive $20 free when you deposit the minimum of $100 to start investing.